Alright, fight fans, check this out. Freddie Roach finally had to come clean and admit how he truly felt about Floyd Mayweather being the best there was of our era. Now, don't get me wrong, there's times Freddie Roach talked about how Floyd was boring and Floyd runs and Floyd scared this, Floyd scared that. But the truth is always going to come out sooner or later. And when it's all said and done, he had to admit that Floyd was the best of the era. Here's a quote from Freddie Roach. Manny had 8 world titles and a lot of great opponents and so forth. Mayweather had the same. He had a great career and undefeated. So I guess we're going to have to give it to Mayweather. But Manny has a lot more excitement for the fans. But Mayweather had no losses and so forth, so he's probably the king of this era. Now, Freddie, was that so hard? I mean, all this time, you knew in your heart that he was the best of this era. Now, we're not saying he's the best of all time. That's always going to be arguably one of the biggest debate. But of our era, the last, 20 years, Floyd has been the best of our era. And listen, I don't want to say Freddie. Listen, I like to mess around with Freddie and bash him from time to time. But honestly, if you really admit it, man, Freddie has produced a lot of world champions. Whether you don't like Freddie Roach's offensive style, which really lacks defense, it produced results. So on the same token, if we're going to give credit, let's give it credit due. Freddie was a good coach, trainer. Manny Pacquiao's a good fighter. You can't take away Manny Pacquiao's accomplishments. Whether or not you feel that he was on the roids or not. He was never caught, never been tested. And since he hasn't, I mean, everything's speculation. Whether you believe he was on or not, the test results came back negative. Hey, there's people talking about Floyd Mayweather was on steroids and stuff has been covered up. It's always going to be stuff like that in the media. But to make a long story short, I respect Freddie Roach as a man to admit that Floyd Mayweather is the best of our era. And listen, there's going to be people that's not going to agree with him and all that. But when you're coming from a trainer that has multiple world champions, have taken people to the top, you got to respect the man's opinion for that. He's just not talking out the side of his mouth. The man knows what it's like to have a champion. So for Freddie Roach to say something like that is huge. So I want you to leave your thoughts, comments below. Let me know what you think about what Freddie said. Do you agree or disagree? And don't look at it from, I don't like Floyd Mayweather, I don't like this and that. Look at the man's accomplishments and look what he's done for boxing, and also how he set the marquee for the pay-per-views and the money he brings in that open up the door for a lot of boxers. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Let me know what you think.
Make sure you subscribe, or else